Hi.
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 Hi. Sorority sisters. Hi.
Welcome to Three Loud Women. We are filming live here with a studio audience at IKEA Sunrise, and we are thrilled to be part of the IKEA family, and we invite you to be a part of the IKEA Family Rewards program as well. I am Allyson Thompson, also known as Therapy Head. I'm a psychotherapist who believes that therapy can be fun, and I'm here to bring my 20 years of experience to the Three Loud Women IKEA table with LulyB.
That's right.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Goldberg-Glazer. I'm the Florida Keys girl. I'm obsessed with all things food, wine, and travel, and bring these passions to Three Loud Women.
TT?
And TT. I am Teana McDonald, also known as the InStyle Diva, and I am loud and proud about style, social media, and motherhood. And I am so over the moon about our topic and our guest today. I am happy to welcome LulyB to the show today. She has consulted, coached, and connected her way to the top of her profession. She is the president of Chispa Marketing, which means spark, by the way, which I found out. And she is Miami-based, and she is the queen of Miami and her Chispa Marketing boutique marketing firm. She's launched LulyB Inc. just recently in an effort to empower women entrepreneurs, in an effort to make sure that they can have it all and understand what it is to have it all. And we're here to talk about balance is bullshit today.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Welcome, Chica. I want to talk balance is bullshit. I want to talk guilt. I want to talk about priorities. And I just want to talk about all of that.
I just want to drink wine and listen to
you. Yes. So how did you come up with the whole balance is bullshit thing?
Well, you know, I've been married for 12 years, I've been an entrepreneur for 7, and I've been a mom for 9. So just throughout my journey of wanting, and you know, and wanting to have that perfect life, whatever the hell that means, and wanting to be that great wife and that great mom, and also having this great business that thrives and that's successful and it's kind of running on its own, and it's just such a myth, and I'm so over it. And what I realized this past summer when I actually restructured my own marketing company, I had gotten caught up on what the definition of success was and what the definition of balance was. And I got so over it that one day I said, oh my God, balance is bullshit. I'm done. I'm done worrying about living this balanced life. I'm just gonna focus on being happy and what makes me happy, and then everything else will fall into place. And that's really the reasoning for LulyB Inc., my new company that's working with mom entrepreneurs.
So when we talk offline, just so you know. So we had this a lot. So when we had this conversation, I never thought of it as balance being BS, because I'm like, oh no, you know. She's like, no, it is, because if your kid has she put it into perspective. If your kid has a soccer game, but you have a $500,000 client wanting to meet you at the same time, you're gonna say, sorry, baby, I'll be at the next one. So it's a priority
You'll play more
shift.
soccer.
Right, you'll play more soccer. You're only 5.
Right.
And again, and I believe
it's not going to score them.
Yeah. Right, that's the thing.
But that's the thing, is that yes, balance does exist in a state of mind and with your life and all that. But what I'm talking, I mean, that's more about extremes than anything else. What I'm talking about is that, especially we as women, we're just programmed so differently, and we just take everything to heart. I mean, I used to feel guilty telling people that when I was on maternity leave with my first son, I cried every day. And I didn't cry because of postpartum depression.
You wanted to get the hell out of there.
I wanted to get the hell out.
I wanted to go back to life.
And I loved what I did.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean that I love my kids any less.
Absolutely.
I love you guys, but I don't love you guys.
And that's the biggest thing. And it's my mom who actually taught me. She gave up a career in accounting to raise us. And she said, you know, look at what I did. I loved accounting, and I never did what I loved to raise you guys, and you guys ended up okay. But there are other kids whose moms work, and they end up okay too. And as long as you do what you love, and your children get to see that, and you focus on your marriage, everything else falls into place.
If you're happy, they'll be happy.
Absolutely.
If you're
happy wife, happy life.
Satisfied, they'll be satisfied. And you know, with husbands, you know, if you're happy, they'll be happy too.
That's right.
Eventually.
And it's not just about me.
No.
You know, well
sometimes it is.
Sometimes it is. I was about to say, keep it real.
I'll admit it. Yeah. But you know, building a support system and having a village, and I am very lucky to have a village actually here in the studio
well, you talk
audience
about
today.
it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know, is extremely important in helping helping your family understand you can't be all for everyone at all times, and to be okay with that. That's what I'm hearing you say, and it's probably one of the healthiest attitudes that women in particular can take today. So I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited about this
Part of it is also realizing that you can't do everything.
No.
You're one person, there are 24 hours in a day, there are 8,000 commitments that you could potentially have. You can't do them.
And that's actually
Because
what
you have to
happened
do
me.
the ones that are most important.
Well, that's what was happening to
Right.
me. I was doing the date night with my husband. I was taking my kids to all their practices. I was picking them up in the middle of the day because that's what a good mom does. So I was picking up my son in preschool because that's what a good mom does. And I actually became an entrepreneur to have the flexibility to be a good mom. So here I am with a growing, thriving business, wanting to be it all and do it all, and I wasn't doing anything right. And I was a grouch. I was miserable. I was tired, and I wasn't doing anything right because I tried to do it all, and I was spread so thin that I just got to the point that, screw this, I'm over it, I'm gonna do what makes me happy, and everything else will just fall into place.
What differences have you seen as a result of that, of deciding, hey, you know,
stepping away.
Everyone else, you know, like they'll live if you're not at every practice. They'll live if you're not at any, you know, every honor roll. And look, this morning I had to come here. My daughter didn't want to walk 10 minutes to the bus stop. 10 minutes to the bus stop.
When they used to walk 5 hours for bread.
Up the hill in the snow.
Yeah.
You know, she wanted me to go out of my way 15 minutes this morning to drop her off at her father's house, which is closer to here, so that he could take her to school. And I said, "Are you out of your mind?" So, I mean, what results have you seen as you know, as saying, look, no, this is what needs to happen, and these are the things that make me happy, and what have you seen as a result of that?
I mean, this has been 6 months, and I feel freer and happier than ever. I am like over the moon, you know,
and
on top of the clouds.
How is your family?
My family is wonderful. We're sitting at the dinner table every single night, something we used to never do because
I'm a big fan.
It was always so, and we sit down, and my husband and I actually create an unofficial agenda every morning. We chat over the phone, and we're like, what do we have to talk to the kids about at dinner? And it ends up being this great conversation with our children. I've learned I have to build my army. I have to keep it in perspective. I have to learn to say yes sometimes, and I have to learn to say no, because I can't deny people the opportunity to be of service to me. And so I need to allow people.
That is an aha moment.
I need to allow people to say, you know,
that.
I want to pick up your kids from school. Okay, go ahead and pick them up.
I want to babysit them. I'm like, you sure?
Absolutely.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Drop them off anytime. I'm like, really?
Because now what I'm doing is I'm not only giving myself quality time, but I'm giving my husband quality. I'm giving my children quality. I'm giving my business quality.
Yes.
I sure am.
And the flip side of that is when you say no, things keep happening, right? Your daughter made it to school.
Your daughter made it. There was no blizzard. She made it, right? She made it. And your son scores that goal, and you hear about it, and they're not like, I scored, but you weren't there. No. They're just like, I scored the goal.
You know, that's the beauty. That's the beauty of technology nowadays.
You could Skype it. You could
Skype,
get it on
real time,
and
that doesn't make me any less of a good mother.
On video, and it's just as if you were there.
Well, that's what I do, and then we make homemade popcorn, and we sit down with the surround sound at home, and we're like,
movie night. Yes.
Yeah.
You don't have like the fact that someone's got to keep the lights on. You know, someone's got to put food on the table.
You got to give them the realistic. You go, you see this?
You know, those are very
You see this Christmas?
That's right.
This is,
But I do that every day.
Yeah.
And I mean, my
these are very real
children
things.
have been raised with an entrepreneurial mother, and so they see that, and it hurts sometimes to hear
I gotta go.
Mommy, why aren't you there? All the other moms are there, or why can't we do this? And I make it very clear to them. They're 6 and 8, and they speak like 20-year-olds when it comes to that.
Very sophisticated.
They understand.
They appreciate it.
They appreciate it. Where can we find you? Where can we connect with you? What are you working on?
How can we kind of create this revolution of women that begin to feel good about who they are and the things that they do, and understanding that they can't be all for everyone and still have self-satisfaction?
Because it's a constant reminder.
And this is a revolution.
Yes.
I think we got to
That's kind of like 15 questions.
I know. That's how we do. So there you go.
Start off with where we can find you.
All right, you can find me at LulyB.com, and I actually have a free mindset makeover for mom entrepreneurs right now, and it's a series of 11 quick videos, very, very similar to your web show, where I'm just speaking directly to you through my own experiences, and I share the stories of the mistakes that I've made and learning from them, and I also have Twitter chats, LulyB chat.
Which are very, very good.
Which I had you guys on a couple weeks ago.
We were
on
great. There. Yes.
Those are Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. And very much like you, it's about collaboration and coming together, and especially women just working together to empower one another and and just realize that balance is bullshit.
That's right.
And not to, how about this? Not to judge each other.
Oh God,
Yes,
yeah,
that's a big-
that's
that's
another show.
So that's another show with LulyB.
That's right.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to Google us at 3 Loud Women and you'll find everything.
See you next time.
Bye.
That was so good.
To be up here for all night.